I expected blood there, but whatever. It's cool. Then he's running. That's cool. Some cool stuff. But, you know, bleh, come on, bleh, I want to do that with my dagger. It's awesome. It's all splattered with blood, of course, you know. So I love that. And they don't really show it here, but they use that golden claw um, to like for puzzles. So quests that use items. Like here's the thing with the Elder Scrolls that I really like, especially in Oblivion, because I don't know too much about the quests in Morrowind. I'm not that familiar with them yet, but in Oblivion they try to do puzzles with their quests. Um, you know, here and there. It's very rare in the and far in between, and the puzzles are stupid, but it's still like they're trying, right? And I love the fact that that particular puzzle that they showcase is very simple, although would it be? I like the solution of it. I like how you're looking at your items to figure it out. They didn't like the NPC. I'm hoping that the NPC won't just tell you, oh, it's in, look at it. So uh, it's really cool. And I paused it before because right here, I think it's very awesome. First of all, they're undead, and second, I love undead. Second of all, like they're macho undead. They got look at the beard, man. But that reminds me of Wrath of the Lich King. But whatever. Still awesome. But here is the little cherry on top. And you know what I mentioned, like micro detail, and Bethesda is really good about that. Look at what they did right here. Where is the undead? Right? It's right there, but you don't really see it because while you're playing, you're just right. You're walking around, and oh my God, he's waking up. You have context. You know exactly where the guy is coming from. You know, he's sleeping in a dorm, and you were running around with fire in one hand, and you're probably making a lot of noise while running around. You got context. Love it, and I love how the head like kind of sticks out with the lighting. Um, this is awesome. I hope they do more of that. Maybe not every encounter, but I love that. I love that. Oh my God, get off my face, you freaking interface. And I love the animation here. I find it right here how like all the undead are kind of shuffling to get to you. And that one's blocking. Who thought an undead would block? But whatever. And then you got typical Radiant AI kind of reaction. And they don't showcase it here. Well, they showcase physics, but it's kind of hard to tell. But in the QuakeCom bootleg footage, that lightning bolt hits the floor and it bounces off and hits the guy. So imagine the possibilities. You're including the environment for combat. I'm repeating myself, but like you're adding more stuff. It's good. You're adding excuse me, a level of complexity here. Speed hack, whatever. And then yeah, this is a traditional fight here. Nothing to really see. Oh my God, I got blood in my eye. Okay, my one-handed increased again. Then he does a power. Yes, and then it blows him up. That's style in Fallout 3. That's cool. I don't know if I'm a fan of the powers, but I'll experiment with them. But I'm thinking, like, if I play a thief character, I'll probably role play a thief. Maybe not for the Let's Play video that I'm planning, but it's kind of like in Oblivion where Some of my thieves character don't use magic at all, so they're only using their equipment, and I'm probably going to do that with at least one of my gameplays, where I'll play a thief character and he'll just use the equipment that he has. He won't use like magic, excuse me, and the dragon shouts or whatever. So I just thought I mentioned that, and I just thought I mentioned that there's water splashes, which always makes me excited about. I love that. I love the colors here. You know exactly where you're going. You can follow the water, yes, which is a neat little feature, which makes sense really. And I love how the water kind of flows. It's really well done here, but really the lighting and the colors and stuff like that. It's very, very nice. And I wonder if there's going to be more holes like that in other dungeons. And you probably die if you jump down. But yeah, I hope it's kind of like in sewers where, like in Oblivion, where you're in the sewers, but you see a hole in the ceiling and you see daylight through it. You can't really reach it, but you know it's there. So it's kind of like the entrance of the ruin in this demo where there's a hole. You expected the dragon to fly, but all you see is the sky. But at least you have. I was gonna say contacts, but I guess it is contacts. You kind of know where you are, even if you already know. Like you can just look at your maps. Stupid inventory system. Yes. Yeah, whatever. Okay. And then you go to here, which I kind of find it cool. Like variety within the dungeon where it's like dark, light, you're outside, and you're really outside. You're funny. I love the animation on that guy. And then he charges up a fireball, and then he whacks you in the face for that, and then you kill him. Bam. Can't tell if there's like footprints or anything on the snow, but whatever. Fire effect. I love the colors. They look like Dwemer doors, but I know they're Nord. And I like how the architecture, there you go. Even though it's very like Nordish and it's very, you know, it's a different game than Oblivion and Morrowind. I kind of like how Morrowind or the Elder Scrolls have a style. They have, it's very subtle because they're trying to go with photorealism, but they have architecture. Like the dungeons are built same kind of way, like the pillars, the arcs, and stuff like that. So I really like. I can almost identify an Elder Scrolls game just by looking at the dungeon. I say almost because there's always an exception here and there, but and that's the puzzle. Actually, do they use the item in the demo? Yeah, they did. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you see it here, and open up. Really cool stuff happens here. Was looking for birds. I see bats. That's cool. Very nice. And then, you know what I mentioned about stuff that was very vague before, and I already mentioned like Riverwood and all that stuff. This for me is weird and it's vague. It's like, what is that? What am I doing? How do you know it's that? Like, how does it lit up? Is it just you walk to multiple walls and one of them happens to glow? Like, what is it? Does it keep glowing when you're done reading it? Like, I guess it glows. Anyways, this part is very vague. Like, there's nothing to comment on. Like, I can't even start thinking about like the possibilities here. It's just not enough info. Like, I know what you get with the word afterwards, But before that, that's cool. He's pissed. Burn him up. He goes in pieces. I love that. Uh, I love the way he spawns, and that I'm hoping that Conjuration has like summoning, like the summoning is similar to that. I'm saying similar because I'm also hoping that depending on the creature that spawn out of your Conjuration, um, it'll be a different effect instead of just like a purple, uh, whatever that was in Oblivion. So he's cool. I love him. Get it? He cool. He's a frost. It's an astronaut, I think. He increased to 26, and he's almost halfway done to 34. This is probably the second best thing that ever happened to Skyrim. And you might be thinking, what? It's completely useless. Yes, but it's spin it in a different direction. Is your quest this is a quest marker basically, and you see an arrow here, so I'm hoping that this is not the quest marker, and I'm hoping maybe you can turn that off, and I'm hoping this will be replacing it. Could be wrong. Maybe it's both. I don't know, but I'm very hopeful. I remain hopeful that it is an arrow, but I remain hopeful regardless that this is going to be the quest marker. And you know, the best way to not use a quest marker is to not cast a spell. You know what I mean? So hopeful. And to finish it off here, you got the third video here, and you see the other types of environments. I'm hoping there's more environments in this, but still, it's nice, it's clean, it's not as clustered as the previous environment. You still see some mountains and stuff like that. The mammoths kind of look kind of weird. I'm not even looking at that guy because I've seen it in this you know Shivering Isles. Yeah, it's not really that, but there's a similar type of giant, and